All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Showmatch series between OldMateDad and Bizzare. Spawning in the northwest, it is going to be Bizzare on the orcs. And down to the southeast, it is going to be OldMateDad. Oh my god, it's happening. The forbidden proxy. Ziggurat is going to be out in the front. Are you guys ready? Let's freaking go. So Undead versus Orc. I believe OldMateDad's current ELO is 2220. And his opponent is 2345, I think is what I saw. So the Orc player is going to be opening with a War Mill, which is very, very, common with Headhunter pressure, right? You're just going to be getting the War Mill out, then you can get Headhunters behind Farseer, and you can try and punish the fast expand. Which is very smart because, OldMateDad is a macro player. He's, said it on stream many times. He likes the macro, he likes to fast expand. And what he's going to be doing right here is moving across and looking to kill some of the critters so then he can instantly get that Rod of Necromancy, right? That's going to be the jam. So, yeah, welcome. We're going to have some open tournaments soon as well. We're just kind of testing the waters with show matches. But I do plan on hosting some open tournaments with, a decent little prize. Because in Warcraft 3, there's no way to really cheat. So I'm more willing to put up prize support. Whereas in Total War, sometimes when you put up prizes on normal tournaments, you do run into cheaters, unfortunately. So 2385, damn, that is sweaty. All right. So OldMateDad is going to be the underdog here, according to the ELO, right? Not going to be an easy fight, but should be fun. So Crypt Lord is going to be the pick. Ghouls pumping out for the lumber. Barracks and War Mill are going to be finishing simultaneously. And we are going to be seeing the Farseer out. So the Farseer has arrived. He is going to be rushing across the map with those wolves. OldMateDad going to be getting his Crypt Lord right about now. So here it comes. And so it begins. Yeah, say so. Regarding the cheating thing, it's more of an issue in Total War because there's some mods that have been developed by people that allow them to basically cheat the game. We're pretty good at filtering it out, but it still can happen. So, yeah, it is the nature of the beast. All right, so very conservative creeping route from OldMateDad. I do the same thing against Orc, and the reason why I do the same thing is because I watched him. Basically, when you're facing off against the Orc aggression, I like to do my best to, okay, he secures it, Ring of Protection +3. That's right, I think they changed the way that those drop. Oh, is the Ghoul going to live? It looks like the Wolf is going to get him. He's running on the creep, he's regenerating, and he's going for the counter surround up north. We do see OldMateDad trying to get that, level 1.75 versus 1 for the Farseer. But the Farseer doesn't really give a shit about this. Okay, the Ghoul was hunted down, and that is going to be experience going to the old Farseer. Now, look at this. They laughed. They laughed at the forward Ziggurat, but it is fending off these units and allowing OldMateDad to screen the surround and envelop here. So Crypt Lord's going to be pulling back. Really, really good Orc harass going down right there. And yes, it begins. So he did sell his town portal. He does have the Rod of Necromancy and the Sacrificial Skull. Ritual Dagger as well, and we do see the Nerubian Tower poking in and able to, drag down some of the wolves. In the meantime, a little bit of split creeping. He's using his beetles to kill the Tide Runner, which then is going to get him close to level 2. If he gets the wolf pick, that's good experience right there. Level 2, now the surround is a threat. He's going to get Impale, and we're going to be seeing the Farseer force back. Is he going to go for the Impale surround? Ooh, he maybe could have threatened it there, but I think he's going to be more cautious, and I don't think it's going to happen. Dude, I love this, though. Like, using the beetles to creep this camp while he's, dealing with the Orc skirmish here is really, really nice. I think that's quite a bit of fun. All right, guys, looking at the Orc base, Tier 2 is halfway done. More Headhunters coming out. OldMateDad still has not teched yet. I expect he's going to be doing that in a second. It's pretty delayed tech, honestly. I don't know if that's intentional or maybe just the pressure is kind of, forcing him into it. He does move. He's threatening the Impale there. He needs to get this Flesh Hunter, get that experience, and also get the Cloak of Shadows. Not a useless item, but certainly not as exciting as some of the other choices. And is he going to go for the Impale surround? I think we're going to see it. We do see the Impale and the surround. He closes the door. It might be open on the west side, and it looks like he is going to be able to get away, but that is a lot. Oh my god, he's going to Impale him again. That's going to force a TP. Just the damage alone. Okay, and he gets the TP. Well played to OldMateDad. He does manage to force back Bizzare, but Bizzare did do some good harass, but that was very, very nice, man. Beautiful stuff. Now, do we see Tier 2 coming out? Oh no! Oh no, OldMateDad, he wasn't looking in his base. Oh, brother. He lost so many acolytes. Oh no, that's probably GG. How do you come back from that? Dude, he did so good with the plays over here, but the Wolves able to get the job done, man. Oh, the pain, the humanity. It happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the best of us. All right, so Crypt Lord's moving up towards the expansion here, and we are going to be seeing these guys moving in. Meantime, for the Orcs, Tier 2 is out. Probably going to be seeing a Chieftain or a Shadow Hunter, I would wager. Oh, he's coming to finish. He's coming to finish the job. He's pulling peons. He's actually going to tower him and shit. And probably, oh my god, Fire Lord? Are we going to be seeing a Fire Lord? Oh, man. Okay, so expansion. I respect this. No tech. Stay on tier 1. Desperation expansion for OldMateDad. And then he's going to go to the orc base and try and go burrow sniping to buy time. Like, laming is a very good tactic in this situation. Tower rushing undead is tricky. You know, they do have the main base as well as the... is he not fully on here? It looks like he... Yeah, he's got 4 or 5 workers there. Yeah, the Fire Lord push is coming. I think this is a good idea by OldMateDad, just like trying for a base trade or something. I mean, you can definitely do some work. Because getting in here, it's probably going to be game blouses. Here comes the Fire Lord. Man, Bizzare with the Acolyte harass is so freaking good. And OldMateDad, there's no way he's going to be able to hold this, I think. I mean, yeah, considering his like eco is being harassed by the Fire Lord gremlins, towers are coming up. He does manage to save the forward Nerubian, maybe? Doesn't look like it. And here comes the undead army. Now, there is the opportunity for the counter throw, right? We do see the beetles coming out, and the Scroll of Speed is activated. The ghouls are going to be ripping into the headhunters right here. And so far, dude, the micro from Bizzare is pretty nuts. The way he's moving away the headhunters as well. Are we going to be seeing one fall here potentially? All the headhunters are alive. It looks like the first one's going to be going down. Level 3 on Beetlejuice. Are we going to be seeing Impale level 2? No, it's Beetles level 2. And headhunters are dropping like flies. Man, if OldMateDad had not lost his frickin' business in his base, I think he would actually be in a winning position right now. Granted, he does have this expansion over here, so maybe there's a glimmer of hope for him, but the Fire Lord is replicating. There's so many. Towers are getting canceled. Level 3 on the Farseer. We do see Beetlejuice hunting. Towers going down in droves and just being perpetually rebuilt. In the main base for workers, do we see a second expansion? We do see it here, but what's the follow-up going to be? You know, a really, really good attempted hold here by OldMateDad, but I just think losing that eco probably was a little bit too much. And he's going to be trying to knock down these towers. But look how many fire elementals there are. Dear God. There are so many of those. Okay, Beetlejuice is going to be dropping it. Dude, there's literally like 30 of them. When they disappear, maybe he can stabilize. But look at this, man. Bizzare is so good at this harass. Using the level 2 direwolves to get in here. And now, you know, the business is going to begin. Does he have anything to expand up here? He does not. The expansion is in play. He's literally got like 50 of those things, dude. God damn, I got to do some Fire Lord shit. This is pretty nutty. So he's going to be getting level 2. I think OldMateDad is kind of cooked here, though. You know, again, the wolves getting into his eco line was rough. We do see the Nerubian tower being built. Oh, he gets this around! Is he going to be able to finish it, though? He comes around the other side. We do see the Farseer getting really low, but I think Beetlejuice is going to be going... Oh, Cloak of Shadows! He freaking hides! I think it's too late, though. Oh, is he going to try and punch that guy in the face? He's making a run for it. He's trying to get back into the base. Oh, does he have a sacrificial dagger? Oh, he's running, he's on fire. Oh, but he hides again! The MLG plays, and we do see the Farseer on the run. But I think it's just too little too late, right? There's going to be towers popping up. He's here. He gets some beetles, and then he's going to hide again instantly. 13 HP. Ooh, beetles do pop out. They are poking in. Farseer's on his way back in. Nothing going on at the expansion, unfortunately. And this actually, despite, you know, a big early blunder from the undead, this became a really, really fun match. GG, well played. That was a fun game. It was, you know, the losing 4 acolytes in the beginning, too much to come back from. But it was still very, very fun. GG. The cloak was actually very clutch, yeah. It's a great little match. Fast, furious. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 between OldMateDad and Bizzare. It is going to be the undead facing off against the orc here on Autumn Leaves, and orc probably not going to be trying to change up their strategy too much. Most likely going to be seeing Headhunter, Farseer, all that kind of goodness pushing in, which honestly seems like a very strong strategy. If I were to switch to orc and play some orc games, I probably would mix in the Farseer Headhunter play. It seems very, very synergistic and quite good. Cool. So, Altar and Burrow. Very, very good Burrow placement from Bizzare. So for anybody learning the game, this is good. You put it right next to your line here, and that's going to be giving you very easy access to hiding. And OldMateDad with a bit of a different build order? Okay, yeah, this is a different build order, right? Is he doing a Tavern Hero? Okay, because that was a really fast ziggurat out in the front. Okay. Well, nonetheless, we do see the Acolyte. It is going to be taking down the stag here, and it is going to be Death Knight. Okay, so it is a bit of... It's Ted Fiends. I don't know what that is. I assume it's a build to get Fiends very quickly. We see Crypt, we see Tomb of Relics, and are we going to be seeing the Graveyard next? I don't know. I'm very curious, but it is going to be Death Knight play, and his opponent going to be sticking to his guns. Bizzare actually not building the War Mill early. Is he doing like a uber fast tier 2? Oh, that's really interesting. So Graveyard is going to be coming out and then Fast Tech. Okay, so this is going to be some Fiend aggression, Fiend kind of play here coming in from OldMateDad. And on the other side, I think we're going to be... Are we going to be seeing Wyverns? Is he going to be going Fast Tier 2, double Bestiary Wyverns? Oh my god, look at the tech, man. Orc can tech so freaking fast. That's like before your Freaking heroes even out. You're on your way to tier 2. Okay. So yeah, quick graveyard is indicative of fiends, and we are going to be seeing a pretty easy creep route. Probably just going to be going for the Rod of Necromancy. Does he keep the town portal? He does keep the town portal this time. So it looks like he is going to be playing one base here against the Orc. Orc going to be coming across. We will see the immediate coil used to try and get the kill on the Berserker before the dreaded Wolves and the Farseer arrive. He just wants to get that item really quick. And the Nerubian Tower has not been started yet. Is he going to get it? He is. Gloves of Haste, not super good. And oh, look at the Ensnare going down there as well. Yeah, cheeky. Okay, so Acolyte as well as the Skeleton Warrior going to be getting forced back here. Nerubian Tower is going to be activated. And no losses for the Undead yet. Nothing serious has happened, and we do see the tier 2 coming. So it is going to be a very quick tech, but now the Orc player is going to be very privy to what's going down here. We do see the deny. And once again, OldMateDad getting harassed in the back line here, right? So these guys getting it going. Yeah, usually I do build my first Ziggurat back here. He does pull off, doing a little bit of juggling right there. Granted, the Death Knight can keep these guys alive pretty easily by just using coils. Surprised we're not seeing a ghoul being pulled. We do see some skellies. Definitely a coil save there would be nice. Nerubian Tower's out front, and the Wolves do end up disappearing. Okay. Nerubian Tower getting a little bit of poke here. OldMateDad wanting to creep, but Wolves being sent back into the base. We do have extra workers out as well, and he's trying to creep this up. Death Knight going to be attacking in, probably going to have to pull some. He's microing very, very sweaty in his base to try and keep these guys alive as the Nerubian Tower continues poking in. And on the other side, Baron Bloodbane going to be chasing down Bizzare, and the kill is secured for the Death Knight. And is he going fast tier 3? Did I blink and look away? And, oh my god, is he going? What is the Orc player doing? What forbidden witchcraft is this? Okay, OldMateDad does secure the kill there, I believe. The Farseer has not gotten anything yet. Is he going to get the coil? He's trying to deny, and it looks like we are going to be seeing a pick right there as those guys get bonked. And yeah, full worker count, tier 2, and fiends are going to be on the way out. What the hell is the Orc doing? See, this is all new to me. I'm still learning this game, so I'm very eager to see what sort of forbidden strategies lie above 2K, you know? That's fun. All right, so a little bit of juggling going down here as we do see the Wolves being poked back there. Coil most likely going to be able to save this. I would imagine you do coil here, or maybe you just try and pop the Wolf. Tier 2 for the Undead, tier 3 for the Orc, Bestiary. And yeah, I do see the Skeleton Scouts moving up. They're actually chasing the Farseer, but yeah, OldMateDad does have Fiends. Is it going to be Mass Raiders? He can easily respond with a quick web if he does suspect Wind Riders. And look at that, very, very low. Oh my god, is he going to get him? He's got 2 coils. That could be a dead Farseer. Oh, he feigns it, or maybe he gets out of range. Definitely chase that guy down and scout as well. This is a time where he's very weak. We do see it's tier 2. Okay, it's just tier 2. I looked away for a second. I thought he went tier 3. But yeah, the timing is a little bit longer. Definitely got to get these ghouls. Can't be losing these workers here. 1 coil. Oh my god. Oh my god, he might get him. He does get the healing going immediately. Well played. Great micro there. He scouts the double Bestiary. And I don't think he's going to get him. He's going to be healing wave on the Shadow Hunter, right? Yeah, Fiends are going to be forced back. Hex is activated, and now it's going to be the Undead trying to scrap here as they are harried in the base. But it looks like the Ghoul's going to be getting the picks. Very, very nice. And the battle rages on. One Fiend could be in trouble. We do see him getting low. You're going to have to probably coil that Fiend. Losing a Fiend here is unacceptable, especially against double Bestiary. Oh, man. Yeah, OldMateDad loses a Fiend. That's rough. That's really, really rough. Granted, it did force a shitload of item purchasing on the other side. And tier 3 is going for the Undead. So probably going to just rush Orb, right? Are we going to see Wyverns? Okay, it is going to be Wyvern played. It's going to be Air Orc. And we see a lot of those bad boys queued up. It actually is 3 of them right now. So 1 Fiend is down. We do see Webs on the way. And it is going to be Lich. So 1 base. Wyverns are the play. Webs are in the book. So they're going to be done before any of the skirmishing goes down. Yeah, Hex lasts a really long time against non-hero units. Against heroes, it lasts like a couple seconds, but yeah, it's very, very good against basic units as well. OldMateDad's still poking around, you know, he's creeping, you know, he's keeping an eye on his opponent here. I think it's time for him to pull back and maybe get level 3 Death Knight and get his Lich, you know, powered up as well. Tier 3 is going to be on the way, and we are developing into a 1-1 duel between these mighty champions. 1 base. OldMateDad, of course, has said many times on our stream that he's a macro player, so usually likes to play 2 base. Perhaps a little bit out of his comfort zone. We're going to have to see. And yeah, poking into the Frostwolves here, pulling back to the base is Baron Bloodbane. And another Fiend is going to be on its way out. Lich is now here as well, so pretty good power spike for the Undead. Hero levels are more or less comparable. Nobody's like super far ahead. Oh, is the Orc going to freaking Tiny Great Hall expand? I feel like he is. I feel like he's going to be annoying with his Wyverns and then Tiny Great Hall expand, which is going to be nice. All right, so we do see a crypt coming out, another ziggurat in the base. Where is he going with this acolyte? He's getting a slaughterhouse, most likely for Destro. Oh, the webs! Oh, the webs! He's going to get a lot of these guys. Does he have burrow? Okay, that's one down. He's pulling back the injured one. He coils it. Very, very nice. Needs to finish off these wyverns. They're incredibly squishy. And that is going to be one getting picked. Oh, he does kill one. Okay. He kills one and forces a TP. That's actually a very favorable trade for the undead. And he has Wand of Negation to kill wolves. Holy shit, I didn't even know that item existed. Okay. So the battle continues. More Air Force coming out. Tier 3 for the Orc is going to be arriving soon. And Slaughterhouse is on the way. And OldMateDad, he is on the ropes in this best of 3 series. He certainly needs to get the win here, guys. It's to stop Hex. Oh! Dispels. Oh shit, you can cancel Hex with Wand of Negation. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm learning so much watching these guys. That's great. I didn't even think of that. That's awesome. Orb of Corruption and Gloves of Haste, pretty pimp lich. And the Orc here is looking a little bit creepy up on the top. They are going to be getting Mass Wind Rider still, and the Undead, not super rich. Supply is favoring the Orc, actually, and OldMateDad definitely needs to get level 3, level 3. If he's going to be able to get that, it's going to be quite huge. The Orc is creeping pretty effectively. Undead are creeping the Mercenary Camp, which they could get the Berserker, too, if you want to. A little bit more anti-air, a little more DACA, and probably going to coil this. Do you coil the Forest Troll Warlord? You do. I think against, with time being of the essence. Wand of the Wind, okay. You can use it to kind of block the heroes down, and yeah, both players are just kind of power creeping on one base now. Undead getting the statues, which is going to be quite good. We do see level 2 Lich and almost a level 3 DK. So hero levels 2.8, 2.8 against 2.8, 2.2. Pretty negligible difference. Both these guys are cooking. They're both in a pretty comfortable place here, I would say. That's going to be level 3, and where's he going to go next? He's going to see that the shop up here has been crept. Oh, no, that's not the shop. Okay. Orc actually going into the undead base. Oh, man, we don't have any Nerubians. He could actually lose some eco here. OldMateDad in the middle of the map. He's going to be creeping this. He immediately TPs. Yeah, otherwise he loses everything. Okay, TP. Coil Nova to get any kills? No kills got. Only one worker lost, but it does force both players back. Looking at the economy, Bizzare sitting on 79 gold, 335 for OldMateDad, and he's going to be spending that to buy the town portal and a sacrificial skull. Maybe thinking about an expansion here at this point. This is a good game. This is a very, very nice match between these players. This is a fun one. I'm enjoying this. A cool Duel of Fates. The fast tier 3 with the Fiend play is always fun, and he does preemptively set up the expansion, and he's calling an Acolyte out as well. And if he gets this camp here, this one's a lot of experience. He does take down the Overseer. Wolves are doing a little bit of scouting. They're going to see OldMateDad doing this, which is probably going to prompt OldMate to drop the Coil Nova. Okay, Tiny Great Hall. Yeah, really good. Orcs did that a lot against me lately, and in the tournament as well. If Lich can get level 3, that's going to be a huge power spike. That like level 2 Nova, level 2 Coil, going to be sweet. Expanding against the Wyverns is going to be tough. They're really good at canceling. And OldMateDad going for a third hero. Is it going to be Naga, Dark Ranger for silence? He was sitting there like he wanted to. Okay, if he gets some webs here, that's pretty big. Okay, the Orc does see that and runs, but he could easily cancel this Expo. I think OldMateDad has to be very cautious here. Orc cannot really get red. That Granite Golem will be a little bit too problematic. I think he's got to know that the Air Force is wanting to come over here and cancel this. So if you just park there with some Fiends, then you're going to punish that pretty hard, right? Yeah, good decision-making here. Very, very good decision-making. So what's the rest going to be? Base looking stable here. We do see the Wolves moving into the base, and the expansion is operational soon to be for both players. Yeah, Wolves moving into the main. Nerubian Towers should be able to wear them down. We'll have to see. Ghouls are being pulled, and Shredder being picked here for the Orc. So the Orc going to be looking to supplement their lumber, which is kind of low at the moment. Sitting at 125. OldMateDad with a very conservative sitting in the base here, and the Ghouls rip apart the Wolves, and hey, that actually gets the Lich level 3. So the dead wolves feed experience to the Lich. Okay, so now those undead heroes are getting quite menacing. He feels secure. Is he going to go to the undead base or the Orc base and pound that economy? I think that's actually a good idea. He's got Spirit Towers coming out. Orc is creeping in the south. He obviously doesn't know he's down there, but we will have to see. So he's going to be getting what? Scroll of Healing, very, very nice. Wolves are creeping over here. Expansion's about to be up. He can't TP to the expansion. I like this, get these workers. Force the Orc. Here's the thing, guys. If the Orc TP's back and loses the fight against OldMateDad at the expansion, he just loses the game, basically. So yeah, it's a really risky TP, and that's going to be a lot of eco loss. And in the meantime, the Orc is getting a nice creep down here. OldMateDad is going to get his expansion set up, and those peons get absolutely annihilated. So 2 base for the undead here. And yep, it looks like he's going to have an operational expansion. His base is a little bit vulnerable, But OldMateDad going to be trying to pound this out, sniping this last peon here. And what is the Orc going to do in response? I don't know. OldMateDad might have... No, he can't let the Orc get into his base. Yeah, he's going to have to TP here. Because otherwise he's going to lose all these workers. Level 1 Chieftain coming in with the Aura as well. OldMateDad, I think, has to TP. Otherwise, it's going to be a freaking disaster. Is he not going to TP? Wow, he's actually going to cancel the Orc expansion. You know what? I kind of understand that, actually. Yeah, let's see. Master Pairs. He needs to get Master Pairs on the gold mine. Yeah, he goes for it. Well played. Okay, he's actually going for the full kill on the expansion here. He's repairing, and if he can stabilize this, it's going to be 2 base against 1 base. Yes, the Orc is going to get a lot of kills, but OldMateDad, it will be in a very commanding position, I would say, depending on how the fight goes in the base. All right, TP's coming in. Does he time it correctly? He does, and the Orc is potentially going to get blasted here. All right, Fiends are in. Maybe you're going to see the mine going down. Orc TPing, but it looks like the Haunted Gold Mine is going to hold. Oh, my goodness. What a sequence of plays, massively favoring the Old Mate. He was able to get it there, but the Orc is not out of this game. Granted, I think that the Undead Heroes are cackling pretty hard, almost level 4 here. Is this getting repaired? He needs to repair that too, not just freaking, you know. Yeah, 1 base Orc, guys. The mine currently is sitting at 4,700. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely ahead now. He's got the Scroll of Healing. The expansion is fully functional, and he's going to be getting the workers here. And he is repairing the gold mine. Scouting around, both players just creeping a little bit. TC definitely needs level 2 for those fat war stomps. That would probably be the play that you do here. Yeah, destroying the hall took a while. I mean, yeah, it's you know, it is what it is. Yeah, OldMateDad just looking for any scraps he can find. Gonna get kind of close to level 4 here. And the red camps are still very much on the board, and the Orc is gonna need to make some very bold plays here. The 2 base economy of OldMateDad is gonna start drowning him out. Does OldMate have a TP? Oh shit, he might get creepjack here. Okay, I thought if he came down here, because OldMateDad does not have a TP. So Bizzare maybe could come down, gank him, get some nasty kills and hexes, and cause a lot of havoc. That is going to be a red camp going to the Orc. So Orc hero levels are actually 4-4. So the Orc is looking pretty pimp on the hero levels. Old Mate trying to get whatever experience he can. He buys the TP, which is good. You know, you're ahead, hedge your bets. Tiny Great Hall or Standard Great Hall? Okay, it's going to be the Standard Great Hall. He's just building it on up. Almost level 4 on the Lich. I think you're going to want to retreat. He's going to see this army, and is he going to want some of that smoke? It looks like he does. And oh, the Orc had another expansion. It must have been a tiny right there. Oh man, this Orc player is really, really aggressive with the expansions. But the economy of the Undead will be stronger for a hot minute. We do see the Coil Nova. Really good healing by the frickin'... okay, he burrows? What's the burrow there? What's going on with that? Okay, he saves the Destro. He's keeping that going. The Wyverns are getting pounded a little bit. Definitely taking some big damage. And the healing wave of the fricking... Shadowhunter is so good. Yeah, 1 Destro's in a little bit of danger. He does coil it to keep it alive, and we do see not too many losses here. Greater healing potion, by the way, on the freaking Chieftain is pretty nuts. Yeah, this fight is actually going pretty well for the Orc, I would say, considering the circumstances. We do see another Fiend get saved, and so far the Greater Healing Potion has been popped. We do see the Destroyer in a little bit of danger. He has been destroying the Wolves, and now he's going to be switching on. He does get level 4, but the Orc is able to hold that. Beautiful fight by the Orc there. That was really, really clean. OldMateDad going to have to use a TP. He's very rich. You know, he has 1,000 gold. He's been sitting below upkeep, so he does manage to save a lot of the Fiends, and there you go. All right, so Fiends coming out, Statues coming out. Is he going to be scaling his eco? He's been mining a while, but the Orc is very soon going to be on 3 base, which is going to be tough. He could have got all the Fiends, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. So healing up in the base, level 4, level 3. 4.5 on the Shadowhunter is rough. And OldMateDad, I think, is going to have to get cagey. Yeah, he's pulling ghouls. Is he going to be researching Frenzy ghouls is the question. I don't know if he already has that tech. Okay, Orc is going to be getting the red camp. This is the time for the Old Mate to strike. He needs to get to the Orc expansion, pop it in the face, and maintain his lead here. Oh, what the hell is this? A freaking Beastmaster? Oh my god. Look at the Beastmaster. What the hell does that thing even do? Okay, it's going to be summoning Quill Beast, which I know can attack air units. And does the Orc have a TP? He does not. Oh shit, the Orc doesn't have a town portal. He's maybe going to lose an expansion here. Okay, and OldMateDad using his economy to drown it out. He needs to kill the Expo before the Orc gets back. Yeah, he's going for it. Orc is on its way. Orc could buy a TP at the shop if it wants to. Skeleton going to be running over here as well. OldMateDad is going to pop this. 4-3 levels with a Beastmaster. Definitely warrants a TP here if the Orc were to jump on you. Although, yeah, he does get the expansion, guys. He does get the expansion. On the other side, the Orc is going to be hunkering down. Healthy undead expansions. Oh my god, the Orc player expanding on the bottom left. Holy shit. Look at this. This is madness. Dude, this guy is just dropping expansions non-stop all over the map. He's making OldMateDad Benny Hill this shit and like chase him around. Okay, we do see Bat Riders coming out, and now the fight at the expansion is going to take place. Who's going to win this one? Positioning a little bit awkward for the Undead. Their army's a little bit, kind of stretched out here. We do see one Bat going down. Remember, the army here is very fickle. Oh my god, need to get a coil on the Lich. Need to get a coil. He's going to hex the frickin'... Oh my god. Okay, Invuln Pod activated. We do see Wind Riders going down. That was potentially a game-losing play right there, but he was able to stabilize that. The Tauren Chieftain potentially could be targeted next. He's going to pull back. He does have the Cloak of Flames. Very, very good kind of tertiary DPS. Battle continues raging on. OldMateDad with the Destroyers. The Beastmaster does fall, but he's a bit of a meme anyways. All good. He was just a distraction. Lich level 4. That means level 2 sacrifice, and all the Wind Riders are dead. And it looks like OldMateDad may be going to be clinching the series here with the overrun. Now, he doesn't have much mana. He needs to get the body blocks. Body block, body block. Is he going to get it? Does he have the Nova? Does he have the coil? He does not, but just shutting down that expansion probably will be enough to end the game, and he's going to go back as well. All right, so he gets back in there, and we do see the wards here, but nobody's expecting the Forbidden Orc Corner expansion. Nobody is expecting that shit. Beastmaster, is he on his way back, or is he just going to be left in the grave? I think he's going to be left in the grave. Current supply, 52 to 53, pretty similar. OldMateDad, though, getting some nice farming here, and remember, the entire time he's just mining. And the Orc is having to rebuild villagers, and what a scrappy game. Yeah, what a scrappy game. Is he going to get this, or is the Orc going to be able to come back and disrupt this? I think he gets this. Not the game necessarily, but I think he gets the expansion. The Orc army is just very tattered. Destroyer's going to be able to kill those wolves. And yeah, you're just going to be feeding basically the Wind Rider here, right? So he immediately starts targeting the big man. Pulling back, Destro's poking. And what is the Undead macroing back home? Fiends and Statues. Going to need some more Destroyers most likely. Do we have the Coil Nova? Oh, we have the Coil Nova! That's a dead Chieftain. That's a dead Chieftain! Oh, he does get healed. Wow, what a nice heal. Very, very clutch. Coil Nova's still in the back pocket. OldMateDad taking some casualties here. He needs to get level 5 on one of these heroes to really get, send it home. Okay, he switches on and he gets the kill in the Shadow Hunter. Coil Nova Brutality with the Orb of Corruption. That is huge. The healing is gone. The Australian scrap is here. And man, oh man, it looks like he maybe gets the job done. Oh, and the Undead split push. Oh, the ghouls on the counter expansion on the bottom. Dude, so clean. All right, guys, level 5 on the Death Knight. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that OldMateDad has closed it out. He's taken this to game 3. Holy shit, what a match. That was such a good one. That was so good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in on the northwest side of the map, it is going to be OldMateDad on the Undead. And to the southwest, it's going to be the Orc player, the mighty champion Bizzare, emerging from the shadows with a very dominant game 1 and a very narrow loss in game 2. So it should be fun, man. What are these bad boys going to be doing here? We see the crypt, we see the altar, and standard build order for OldMateDad. So he's not going to be going for the Fiend or Ted Fiend, as it was called earlier by some of the gentlemen in chat. And we're going to see what's cooking. Why small better for Undead? It depends on the map. Like, Undead can play really aggressive if they want to, or they can play macro. It really just depends. Like, I'm sure a lot of the maps I vetoed in Grubby's tournament would have been kept by high-level aggressive Undead players, right? Yeah. All right, so, yeah, he's going back to the basics, right? He experimented in game 2 a little bit, went for the Wyvern. OldMateDad was able to counter that with the Ted Fiend build, and we do see the Farseer. Headhunter pressure is going to be on the way. And OldMateDad, is he going to go for the Cryptlord Fast Expand, or are we going to see the dreaded Dreadlord? That'd be really funny, but I don't know how practiced he is with the Dreadlord. I'm sure he would make it work. Okay, Cryptlord is going to be the play here. He immediately bashes one of the sheep right here to make sure he can get his carrion beetles out. And yeah, it's going to be back to basics. I bet you we're going to see the same thing from Bizzare. I bet you he is going to be moving in and just doing the Headhunter, Farseer Pressure into Firelord, Tower Rush, all that kind of good stuff. All right, Cryptlord on the way out. Can his might be matched? The eternal question of Warcraft 3. Will his might be matched, and can it be matched? We'll find out. All right, guys. So moving across here, Acolyte, hunting down critters wherever he can. OldMateDad. You see, I wouldn't remember I even did that. I've had too many concussions in my life. I'd be like, I can't even remember where the first sheep I kill is, for the record. I just straight can't remember. We should see a Pit Lord. We could do some pit action. Yeah, I'm going to play another game or two after this, probably. So maybe there's time for the Pit Lord. All right. So we do see the Crypt Lord coming out for the Undead. He's going to be selling all of his goodies and getting the... These are all telltale signs of an expansion, right? Like Sacrificial Skull. But here comes the big man. And is he really going to be going for the fast expand? I feel like this is really sketchy. But maybe you can. Yeah, he's moving over. He does immediately detach some of these guys to pressure this. And he's going to be trying to shoehorn the fast expand. This feels really risky to me, guys. Like, incredibly risky. I feel like the Orc is going to come up and punish this, but, you know, he knows what he's doing. It's not his first rodeo. It looks like one of the ghouls is going to die immediately. Ooh, that's so many losses. Ouch. And maybe he's going to get the Kobold Taskmaster, but at least that is going to lure him away. Is he going to be able to Ziggurat here? He does. Dude, he's going for it, man. He does get the kill on the big creep, which is going to be nice. It is a crystal ball, which is, you know, not useless. Ghouls are dying, so he's paying a price for this expansion, but he is going to get level 2. Headhunters have arrived. He immediately sends some of his minions to attack that. Level 2 for OldMateDad, which means Impale. We don't see the Nerubian in the base. Oh, no, not again. Not again. He lost game 1 because of the Feral Spirits killing his workers. Oh, man. Okay. He's going for it, man. He's going for it. All right, we do see the harass coming in. Nerubian Tower is going to be here. The Crypt Lord does give you a lot of extra units to kind of fend off this early harass between the beetles and skeletons and all that goodness, right? Oh, does he get a freaking surround on the Headhunter? Oh, the MLG Pro Player surround. Look at that. Oh my God, that was so good. Keeping those Headhunters down early is very, very nice. Okay, so looking at the wood economy, yeah, we do see OldMateDad has enough wood for the expansion. Nerubian Tower is going to be coming out as well. He does have ghouls in the base. And Orc player in the meantime going tier 2, but Headhunter aggro is the real deal. He's just sending units to chase down the Headhunters right there. Yeah. And now the Nerubian's coming up and the expansion as well. The Orc trying to cancel it with his Feral Spirit here, which is actually doing a lot of damage. I don't know how you're going to be able to keep this Expo up. Yeah. The Wolves might be able to get in and cancel it. Nerubian Tower's there. He's going to have to cancel that for sure. Right? Is he going to keep that alive? Yeah, he starts chasing with these guys. The Wolves, the Wolf Micro, very, very good. Okay, is it going to get canceled? We see beetles. Is he pulling ghouls from the base? He does manage to stabilize it, but there's no way, right? There's no freaking way. Level 2, Chain Lightning is on the board. Beetlejuice is trying to keep the fighting away from the... Oh, does he have Impale? Yo, the Impale surround. Holy shit. Oh, close the top. He closes the top. That's going to be a TP or a death. Oh! Oh my God. And I think he held the expansion. Oh my God, after all that. He holds the expansion with the Impale surround. Dude, what a freaking battle. All right, guys, ghouls are back here. The Orc is going to have to come back. Oh my God, the Orc almost dying to the minions here. Dude, how did he hold that? Oh my God, that was so freaking good. All right, guys, Haunted Goldmine's going to be up. And this is really dangerous for the Orc because OldMateDad, he's an old man power gamer like myself. If you let us get our expansions up, then that's trouble. So now the Orc is just going to be creeping. We're going to see a Voodoo Lounge, and what tier 2 hero are we going to be seeing for the Orc? Yeah, this is that was some beautiful play there, guys. Really, really nice. All right, so Haunted Goldmine going to be popping here. That is going to be 5, and remember this is a 1-1 series. Whoever wins this is going to be winning our little show match today. I think I'm going to start bumping up the show matches to best of 5. I think that'd probably feel better for the players, but you know, just testing the waters. All right, guys, expansion is here, and OldMateDad is already level 3 on the Crypt Lord. Pretty brutal. Farseer is about to get level 3 too. The creeping of the Crypt Lord is pretty nuts compared to the Dreadlord. Like, a Dreadlord would have probably lost that expansion because you wouldn't have the extra beetles to fend off the harass. But you know what you notice with him is, like, when he gets into a fight with you, when OldMateDad does, he sends, like, 2 units after each of the Headhunters and just forgets about them. And, you know, chases after that, which is quite good. All right, so the Orc is coming for blood. Are we going to be seeing a Spirit? Oh, he's going for it. That's okay. OldMateDad needs to respond quickly to this. Maybe get a Spirit Tower up. Oh shit, he doesn't have a graveyard yet. Okay, he fights. He gets the Impale. That's going to be a dead Headhunter here. Taking this fight here is very wild, but he is killing a lot of Headhunters, guys. Headhunter numbers are going down. There's not that many of them. The Chad Crypt Lord really putting a lot of pressure on. Look at the Undead Onslaught as they push back all the Headhunters, but he's going to need a second tower here, man. He needs that graveyard up. We do see some peons going up as the Headhunters are being pressed back. OldMateDad does not have a TP, and he's going to have his own towers. We see another Tomb of Relics here, tier 2 on the way, and he needs to move up and make sure those towers don't finish. Okay, another Ziggurat, Spirit Tower, not Spirit Tower, but the Nerubian Tower is going to be built. He obviously would have preferred a graveyard. Are the lava spawns going to keep multiplying? That is a big problem. Ghouls are being pulled, and yeah, he needs to get the ghouls to kill the towers while he fights and skirmishes down here. Headhunter down, a couple low Headhunters. The ghouls are going to go for it. All right, the ghouls move over. They get a kill on the watchtower, and the other watchtower is going to pay the price as well. This is a pretty disastrous engagement for the Orc. Oh, is he getting the cancels? I don't think he's getting the cancels. He's microing down here. Okay, he did not get 2 cancels. He continues building towers. Firelord Chad is on his way over. Ghouls are going to be pulling back. Necropolis is going to be finishing, and the Undead chase the Headhunters all the way back to the base. All right. So, OldMateDad, is he tier 2 yet? Not quite. Nerubian towers are there. He is going to bash these towers down, and they are doing a little bit of damage. They don't do a whole bunch, but yeah, the Crypt Lord is kind of low. He's got it. This is not going to be an easy hold. Oh, did he get trapped? Okay, he doesn't quite get trapped there. Towers are still blasting away. He's pulling back to the base. The undead do have a legion of units coming back. Orc towers on their way up. And he does get tier 2, and there's going to be a Death Knight coming out. That's going to be very big. The healing. So he buys the Wand of Negation. Oh, shit. That's going to carry so hard right now. Wand of Negation dispelling the freaking lava spawns is going to be MLG pro player plays, dude. All right. So Crypt Lord there, a little bit smashed up. We do see Fiends being produced, and he pulls back into the base. Wand of Negation activated. One Fiend potentially going to pay the price here. Headhunter's doing a good job. Really nice counterplay by the Orc player, despite having a relatively disastrous early game. The Orc player is fighting extremely well. I mean, clearly Bizzare is like, he's a 2400 player. Like, this is very, very sweaty. So one Fiend going to be taken down. We do see the Beetle summon in the back, and he's trying to knock down that tower. Oh, shit. Oh, man, he's low. Death Knight needs to get out. Is there any dust? There's no dust. Death Knight is pretty close. Level 4 on Beetlejuice. And we do see the gremlins here. All of these little carrion beetles dragging him down. And the Crypt Lord is going to be running away while the Nerubian towers continue their poking damage. 2 towers activated. Coil is now on the board. Fiends being produced. Slaughterhouse coming. Big summons coming out. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for an absolute knockdown drag-out fight. Now, good economic damage here, but the towers are going to get it. We do see another tower being dove. The undead with a big army. He did not forget the Fiend over there. He did manage to bring it. And it looks like, I think this is going to be a hold. The Wand of Negation. What an MLG play, dude. Yeah, the towers really need to go, though, especially the one building in the middle. There it goes. A lot of workers are dying for OldMateDad, though. He's losing a lot of eco up here to the Wolf Wrasse. Another tower being activated. Coil going to be activated there on the Fiend. And now the healthy towers are going to be targeted. Oh my god, a freaking Demolisher coming out. More Fiends in the base. Fiends are going to really start trading super well into this army composition. Demolisher trying to take down the towers back there. But I think that OldMateDad probably has stabilized this push, right? He's looking pretty cozy here. As we do see the Demolisher is getting body blocked. The body blocks from the Death Knight, but is he going to get the kill? You really need to kill that thing. It is down for the count. Death Knight going to be pulling back in the base. OldMateDad has freaking... Oh my god, he gets the surround on the Fire Lord. Fire Lord down for the count. And then the surround on the freaking Farseer. Oh my god, the MLG plays. And is he going to get the kill on the Farseer? I think he is. Looks like... Oh, when he hides, make sure he doesn't lose his hero. Okay, Farseer is still very, very trapped up. And GG... OldMateDad with the reverse sweep in the series, going to be winning 2-1 and winning the cash prize. Holy shit, that was a game and a half. The forbidden forward ziggurat is not to be laughed at.